Could this work? It can barely work. I need to get a stand, that's what I'm surprised I'm doing this because it's like 9 o'clock in the morning and people probably won't be awake by now that I am, because apparently I wake up very early but I sleep very late. Some of that doesn't make sense. Hello! Hello! This is my first morning stream. Good morning to you people. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Surprising that I'm awake at this time because usually I sleep really late. Yeah, because I like fall asleep at like 3 o'clock. I'm good. I woke up a couple hours ago, so I'm pretty good. I'm just eating my breakfast because I have to fend for myself. I got my Dr. Pepper, and then I've got my cereal, and then I've got my pizza chips. And I've got gum. My bed's a mess, pretty much. So yeah, I'm just watching my Markiplier and stuff, and I'm doing that. My dad said he was gonna take me to church today, but somehow he hasn't came today yet. He didn't even come today. Yeah, it's probably you can't hear me over my fan. That's probably why. Let's see if I can turn it down. I'll be right back. Let's see. Can you hear me now? Oh goodness. Can you hear me better? Is this better now? My fan was all the way up, so that's probably why. Yeah, I watch Markiplier a lot. Like, I get into these little phases where I watch a lot of a person, and then, like, I go past that phase, and then I watch a different person, and then I go back to the same person that I watched before. It's weird. It's really weird. Yeah, but I also am working on a couple videos. I'm still working on the mini movie, obviously, because I still have to do this speed edit for it, and I just don't have the motivation to do it because I have to already work on a couple other videos. Like I just recorded a video of me and my sister last night doing something crazy. You'll see it when I do it because I'm actually adding subtitles to it. Because how old am I? I'm 14. I'm turning 15 in 4 months. Which means my dad's gonna teach me how to drive because apparently he can. And I'm like, I ain't trusting him because he's just a maniac. And if you didn't hear, my dad and my stepmother and my brother, stop saying I'm beautiful! And my dad and my stepbrother, my stepmother and my brother got into a car crash like last week. Actually, two weeks ago, technically. On Mother's Day. If you guys want to know what happened, well, like, apparently some guy, he, went through a stop sign or something and then hit the car, and then they spun and they hit a tree. Yeah. Stop saying I'm pretty! People always say I'm pretty, but I'm not. My hair is greasy. I need to wash it. That's why I keep my hood over my head most of the time. Yeah, they're fine. They're all fine. My brother has like a little bump on his head. But like, if I were there, if I were in the car, I'd probably be really hurt very badly. Because, like, the whole back was like smashed. Stop saying I'm pretty, oh my gosh. And like, the 2 tires were like bent in. Both tires were bent in. It was crazy. I was surprised. Like, if I were to be there and all the way in the back, then I probably would have been hurt very badly. Stop saying I'm beautiful! Oh my gosh. This is what always happens. People say I'm beautiful and then I argue with them. I keep arguing with them until I say they win. Okay, alright. Good. If you want to know what Markiplier video I'm watching We Happy Few. I just put a random one on my on my page, on my YouTube thing that I found. This was one that I found, so I just put a random video on, and I don't care at this point because I'm not gonna probably pay attention to it. Me knowing, getting distracted. Yeah. Yeah, but I just woke up like a few hours ago. I've been getting up very early. For the past few months. I've been getting up very early. I don't know why. I've just been getting up very early. The thing is, I sleep very late, though. Sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I should lay down for a while or something. And then I lay down or something, and I watch a video or something, and then eventually I fall asleep. But then I wake up again. Like, this happened today. Like, I woke up, and then I was, like, still tired, so I went back to sleep. And then I woke up again. So, yeah. My sleep schedule is very, very badly. It's very bad. Very bad. I know I should have a better sleep schedule, but when you're still in school and you have to get up at 6:30 in the morning every day, it kind of sucks. Do you know what a creepypasta is? Yes, I do, because I do have creepypastas on my channel. I only have some because I don't want to use up all of my Gosh storage or whatever it's called. My favorite, I don't know really. Well, personally, my 3 favorite have to be Jeff, Eyeless Jack, and Sally. Personally, those are my 3 favorites. I love creepypasta stories. They're so cool to me and amazing. They're just very interesting. I don't know what it is about. Cause like me and my grandpa are the only people in our family that really like creepy things or like scary like ghost story stuff like that. And other than that, like nobody else. And they're like, why do you watch stuff like that? And I'm like, cause I can't. Yeah, like, when I was 10 years old, I started watching Ghost Adventures, and, like, a couple weeks after I started watching it, I got really bad nightmares, and they kept happening for, like, months and months, so I just stopped watching it, but then, like, I started watching YouTube videos, and I didn't get nightmares, surprisingly. Yeah, my nightmares can be very, very terrifying. Like, I had this one recently, like,
we took the joy last time, so let's take it again, just to make sure it doesn't really Get out of here.
I don't know how to explain it, because I can't really remember that well. So basically, I was a tiny person, like a tiny person. And there was somewhat this lady, and it kind of looked like my grandma. She kind of looked like my grandma. And she was walking around, like, upstairs, and, like, you had to go past her or something, or I don't know what it was. But it looked pretty much exactly like my house. Pretty much. Except for the kitchen, it wasn't there. The kitchen was different. It was some different room. I don't really have a favorite on Ghost Adventures since I don't watch it that much anymore, because it really just, like, gave me terrifying nightmares. So I don't really watch it that often. I mostly, like, watch, like, Sam and Kobe mostly for like scary videos pretty much. They're a pretty good channel. I like them a lot. I don't watch them very often, but I mostly like watch like their like I have Ghost Adventures on my on Hulu on my tablet. I watch some of them. And they only like certain episodes, like certain seasons.
So uncertain. I'm not very good at faking anything. Is this like
but like this dream was like I was on a computer. I don't know why I was on a computer or something. Like I was trying to get a document or something. I don't know. I can't remember this well. This was like a month ago or something. And apparently this other doll thingy was like, you have to hide here or something. And like I hid under a blanket, and then the lady walked past me, and then I somehow gotten taller or something. I don't know if I thought it was a doll or not. I don't know. Was it doll-sized or human-sized? I don't know. Yes, I love FNAF. My channel is all FNAF, and I have my own and a lot of people don't like it, but I don't really care.
I don't want your common touch, to be perfectly honest.
Because it's FNAF. It doesn't have a canon thing. It really doesn't have anything canon pretty much. Because you can make pretty much anything out of it. It's kind of like the same thing with creepypasta.
Document or census? Oh, still there? Oh,
I think it's like the same thing with like
We'll look out for each other.
big move,
That's what we do.
big
what
move,
else can you make something?
big move, big move,
Hello.
big move. Hello?
My first morning stream ever at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, when I should probably
Can I accept it or censor?
usually be asleep right now, but I'm not.
I mean, there's no benefit to anybody else if this isn't.
But I spend most of my time here in my room.
Right? So I know it.
Because other than that, either I go out to have my
job, I should censor
way after
this,
the
right?
Minecraft.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah.
I relate to them both just because of my age.
Never mind.
But I'd have to say William, just because. Just because of like the guilt he has in
Okay.
my series.
Oh, wait, where's Peekaboo? Where'd the Peekaboo go?
Like I've had like multiple things where I'm like, should I make him like he actually killed them like with without his sanity, or did Glitch Chucker kill him? I'm like so confused about that part. What I'm gonna make it like, I don't know why.
Speak to a crowd of citizens, urgently requesting clarification. As most Wellingtonians know by now, all the children who be under the age of 14 by July 2010 must be registered with the authorities.
My nose is a bit running.
General being clarified that the deadline for registration is
I've also been having a really bad week because I have cramps and they suck. Like I had them really bad when I woke up yesterday, and like I wanted to die. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to. I was like, I'd rather die than feel like this, honestly. But I took some leave and it didn't bother me for the rest of the day, so it was good. But I haven't had any today yet. That's a good thing. Because I hate cramps. They feel like you're either being stabbed 10,000 times or you're being punched in the gut. Literally. Also, I got a new sweater. My grandma got it for me when on a trip. She went on a trip for 5 days and she got me this one. It's really big. It's a really big one. It's kind of like a dress on me at this moment because like whenever I get like shirts from other places in a size medium, they're always so big on me. And like I still have shirts from like 2017.
Oh, I don't know, man. Look, I don't know what I'm doing. It seemed fine. Can I turn up the game? Yeah, I can do that.
I don't really have a Vincent in my AU. Not really, no. I don't really have him.
Perfect. Love it.
The only closest thing that Vincent, as FNAF people would say, is Glitchshot, because technically people think them as brothers. I never heard of that sort of thing before. Personally, never heard that. They aren't brothers, trust me. But they're just like acquaintances, you could say, or friends. Somewhat. I don't know. I'm confused, okay? I'm also gonna get my hair cut because I don't like it. It's getting too long again. And it's also turning dirty blonde. If I were to show you some pictures when I was younger, you would be surprised on how, like, blonde my hair was. Because technically when I was born, they thought I was an albino when I was born because my hair was so bright and it looked white. But then it turned to blonde, and now it's like kind of like a dirty blonde-ish. Like my sister's technically called strawberry blonde, but I think of it as brown because my mom has blonde hair and then my dad has brown hair.
If I wanted to be free, I
It's
gotta break
confusing.
it for everybody. I'm fine with that. Oh,
And like nowadays, since I have so many siblings, I have to refer to which one. Like if I wanted to say, if I don't want to say their names, like I would just say, oh, my oldest sister, or my middle sister, or my youngest sister, or my oldest brother, or my middle brother, or my youngest brother. I would have to do that. But like since I have like only a couple cousins, like I just have to say their names. And like it's pretty easy
Oh, that's me saying that.
to remember. But my girl wants me to go on a vacation this summer. And actually, good news! School is almost over. School's almost over. I think I've got like a week or two left. But still have to pass my finals. I need to finish my history final, which is basically like a PowerPoint on like the decade, like on a decade. So like each person was giving their own decade, and they had to research on the decade on certain topics. I chose the 60s, which is pretty good, and I'm not even done because I'm still researching. Because my motivation is limited.
I thought I was supposed to do bad work.
And I have the attention span of a mouse.
What? Taxi service was short on
Or a squirrel, whatever.
Is it good news? Bad.
My hair is always getting in my food. It's always thinning. So if I pull like a piece of hair away, that's just my hair. I like a string because it's always over everywhere. Yeah, I have to take finals and they suck because I don't know anything about math. Literally, I don't know anything. Because it's more difficult for me to learn than most people. I can't learn things in like a week and you expect me to know what it is. It at least probably would take me like a week, or 2 weeks, or like 3 weeks, at least. And like next year I have to take the Keystones, which is a big test, a really big test. It's bigger than finals, trust me. And there's like one for algebra, and there's like one for like English. I always called it language arts because I was in 8th grade last year, and we always called it language arts. So if I mess up and say that English is language arts, that's why. It's just me.
Bolshevism against Europe Gala, a smash.
It's not my fault.
Oh, look at that nice family. Oh, so nice with their faces.
And finals suck.
Yeah, babies wait and try.
I just got done with my science one because it's overdue. And now I have to present it in front of practice. It's a model of the animal or the plant cell. And if you don't know me, I am an introvert, an antisocial person. I have social anxiety. I do. I am diagnosed with it. And it's very hard for me to talk to people, personally. Like, I can barely talk to people in my class that I've known for years. And I mean years, since kindergarten, pretty much.
Maybe it's just a simple thing of like anything that's
And
not happy.
it's hard. It's like I can talk to some people. Like I don't like talking to people. Okay, so I'm mostly known for being like the friendliest person in like school, pretty much. But I hate like popular people because like kind of like the stereotype, I guess, like that they're mean. But like there's a couple popular people that are like nice that I know, and they're really nice. There's like a couple of them that are really nice to me, somewhat. But most, like, just because my sister's like such a chatterbox, most of her class knows me. Just because. She's like a chatterbox.
Hey, how's it going?
Like, she talks a lot.
You are Smiley. Hey, wait, oh, hey, hi.
I mean, she's
Hi,
13.
how old are you? Okay, all right. Let's see. I'll just sit here and wait for you.
And like, if you don't know me, the one thing
Wow, celebration planned for Joy.
this family that I'm known for is just liking creepy things and historical things. But there's also one thing that people that they don't like. Well, actually, my brother and sister don't like, and like my siblings are like, they don't like that I have like a psychotic laugh.
That just means more opportunity.
I can be really psychotic. Like, I can laugh at like pretty much like anything related to death or just anything that is stupid. I can laugh at the stupidest things. Like, poop jokes. I laugh at them. I laugh at them no matter what. It's stupid. It's just so stupid. Like, for this one, this video that I'm working on, I found this pickup line and it's so funny. It has to do with like, suicide. And it's so funny though. It's so funny. And I'm so messed up. And then there's this other one. Well, most of my videos I use like TikToks or like videos, and I just record them, screen record them. And they're so funny.
Hello?
I heard someone. I don't like this time of the day because then people are awake.
Okay, I'll hit it. I'll hit the crap out of it. Oh yeah, that's a whack. Whack.
Me getting distracted again. And stomach. I just hope my aunt's not awake. She usually bothers me a lot. She likes to bother me.
It's a downer. Full security. We've got a downer.
That's me. That's me, baby.
You can probably hear the video in the background.
They call me good old DTF.
I'm only 25 minutes in of it.
Hey, you're annoying. What happens if I wait?
Like, I'm surprised that people are actually awake.
Hey, Joy.
It is hard. It is hard.
Oh, thank you, baby Kirby.
You know why?
So much.
Because like,
Hey, Joy.
it depends kind of like what you want to make. So like, let's say if you want to make
Like it got a good ring to
a
it.
mini movie or something, or just like a series, like you have to come up with certain ideas that you make, like certain things that like spike your audience. Like the thing when I have like question mark question mark question mark, I don't have a name for her. I just call her that because I don't have a name, and I never thought of a name for her. And so I just put her in it because I thought it would like interest people in the series if that was going on. And most of the things that happen are around Owie mostly, or like William and Garrett. Like with Garrett's incident, and then William's secrets about him knowing about them in high school, and then him being in a relationship with Glitch Chat before. That I wanted to kind of put that in there just to like spice things up a bit. Like that's what you want to do. You want to like make some ideas that are very interesting to your audience, I guess. And mini movies are just really long to make, and they take tons of screenshots. Like I've made a ton of mini movies, and they take so long for me. But like if I do it in a rush, like it takes me like a couple weeks, like at least 2 or 3. But like if I'm too lazy, it takes me like a month. Like just because. Like, I've been working on this one for the one I'm working on right now. It's been taking like a month or two, cause like I have to like make uh speed edits for it. It's not that I'm putting like speed edit video in it, but it's just gonna be like a speed edit picture or something. But then let's see, if you want to make like one of those skits like with audios, like you have to time them perfectly, and you have to move the screenshots perfectly where like they start talking. And like if you want to do subtitles, oh my gosh, those are the worst things ever. What do I use for it? I use Keymaster. Keymaster is like easy for me personally. It's the one I started using. Not really actually, because I used to have like a couple channels before this channel, and I used like really crappy like video editors until I found Keymaster, so it was much easier for me to use Keymaster then. Well, now. But like, if you want to do skits, you have to time it perfectly, and then you have to put the pauses perfectly in with it. And like, if you mess it up, it's just gonna ruin it. And whenever I do that, I honestly just make a new screenshot, like what I did with now, or I just like use a different screenshot from before, and it just ruins it. Like with the Shallows one, you could say I use like a screenshot for the second one, where they went the second like Shallows, that part. Yeah, the second part of that, they did that. Yeah, I reuse screenshots just because. And let's see, if you make a GNCV, you have to make it like in a certain place. Like you want it to like match like the song. Like my old GMVs, GCMVs and GLMVs were terrible. They were terrible, just because. Especially the Immortals one and the Body one. They were terrible, honestly. The Crybaby one wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, because it was mostly during like their time when they were kids. And while like it said, "Oh, playing hide and seek," I put the kids playing hide and seek. Like, good idea, I guess. And like with the Boys in the Street one, that made me almost cry. Okay. I am not gonna lie, I don't cry at sad things, but that made me cry almost. Okay, not gonna lie, because, like, I was like, well, I shouldn't make Awie's dad die, because he can't die technically. So, like, what if I put James's dad dying? I know, it's, like, morbid, and, like, technically they're, like, and then you would be like, wait, then why is James and like all the other Saitos like immortal? How's that possible? And I'm still figuring that out to this day. like me personally, I don't even know what I'm doing in my series half the time. And like with my R, I put it on the roof, obviously. And then Bullet is one of my favorite suicidal songs, I'm not gonna lie, okay? It's a really good song. But that I put on a roof too, somewhat. I had scenes on, like, other scenes, somewhat. And then, Let Me Die. Let Me Die was a good one. It was been clean. But I put it mostly in school and at Awie's house. Just because. And then, like, that's the confusing part, is like, because, well, Awie moved in with Garrett, then how is he living there? And I don't know so to this day, too. Because I'm just confusing as heck. I don't know why I make things like that. But, like, GMVs are, like, some of the hardest things you can do. You need to, like, some real talent to do that. Like, real talent. And like, mini movies are also hard too, and series. So those are the three most things that are the hardest things to do. Because I'm already working on another GACMV. Technically a FNAF one, but not really. It's a FNAF song, but it's not really a FNAF one. Russian Roulette, that's a pretty good. I like Russian Roulette. Russian Roulette's a pretty good one. I was thinking of doing one for it, but I didn't really do it. But like, those are the hardest things you can do, personally. Like,
Live TV from 85 plus channels.
you just need ideas, like, to do it.
Try it free.
When I started at Amazon, I had so many people that don't do it.
And it's so hard
Being all day. No, it's not like that.
to keep my motivation.
Here for us. We're gonna run through and make sure everyone's socially distancing correctly.
Those are pretty good hair now. I don't know how to spell either, okay? I can't spell could half the time. I can barely spell visit, okay? Sometimes I can't spell should've. Sometimes I can't spell shouldn't.
So let's go out here.
Some of the easiest words that I should be able to spell, I can't spell. Just because my brain is just like, what am I eating? I'm eating Lucky Charms. I would show you, but it probably spill over my bed. I'm eating Lucky Charms, and they're very good. Oh, there's another piece of hair, I think. Wait, is there another piece of hair? Yep, there's another piece of hair.
Salamander?
See, I just know it.
Who's the salamander? Salamander?
And I've got pizza chips. And some gum. And my Dr. Pepper. Because I need something to keep me awake for once in my life.
Okay, electroshocker, that's nice. I'll take that. There's combo with me. I am very strong. Alright, Rupert? Alright, Rupee.
Also, I finally found my headphones that I've been missing for over a year.
Alright, I'm gonna lay you gently down here.
Here, let's see.
Alright, Rupee.
These are my headphones I've been missing over for a year. These are really good ones. I really like them. They've lasted for a very long time, and hopefully they do, because they can block out very loud noises. Cause like you just turn them all the way up, and then you won't hear anything. And that's a good thing. Cause I don't want to hear my sister talking nonstop. And I don't want to hear my dad's terrible music taste. Pretty much. Yeah, he has pretty bad taste.
Okay, alright, so this is some kind of alternative universe after World War II. Alright, Rupert, is that, how close am I? Yeah, say warm or cold. We're gonna play.
Because, like, my dad, like,
Alright, what do we got?
while I was growing up, I listened to country music.
I don't really want to read somebody's diary, but I looked in the lights, Dr.
And I don't really like country music.
Two joys so I can stand his ugly face while he's working.
My leg. I gotta move my leg. My leg's uncomfortable. Ow. And right now, me being almost 15 years old, me being 15 years old, I listen to pop music and rock. See, I can listen to pretty much any kind of genre of music, except for rap. Everybody at my school listens to rap. I just don't like it. I didn't like it. I don't know why. I just don't like it.
That's much better. Right, Rupee? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Rupee, come on. Alright, when you craft, you can use any items in your pneumatic stash, no matter
Also, I don't want to kind of show that half my room, just because of my childish curtains that I have.
That's good to know. That's good to know. Alright, whatever.
And plus, you probably would love to see what's over there on the shelf, because I've already showed it probably. But I probably haven't too at the same time. I'm actually surprised I've been streaming for like 30 minutes. I'm surprised that no one has interrupted me. I really am. Because apparently, because sometimes when people get up early, they bother me. And hopefully my sister is awake.
not really an elegant hack, but okay. All right, Rupert, come on, we gotta go. Come on, we gotta.
And that's a good thing. There's the good thing about my fan is that it's pointed towards the door.
Hey, Rupert, help! Out. Oh. Take your joy! Take your joy! My time. You've come. You hurt. Alright. We come to take your joy! Take your
You know, my dad got really mad at me one time.
joy, the shape of my fist.
He got really mad at me.
Point. Take your
You want to know why he got mad at me? Because I was watching YouTube on my TV once, and
Thank you.
I paused it, and they went in my room, and they saw that I was watching, like, Jacksepticeye, and he was shooting a guy's head off. Yep, he was shooting a guy's head off. And my dad was really mad at me, and he kind of, like, said I couldn't watch YouTube for a while. And honestly, like, I don't see the problem with it, really. Because, oh, thank you. But because I'm 14, I should be able to watch PG-13. Yet my dad doesn't really let me allowed to watch PG-13. The only PG-13 I've been able to watch is Star Wars and that Bohemian Rhapsody movie. I swear, I've only watched, like, one rated R movie in my life. And that was My Friend Dahmer, which is a movie about the serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm not gonna lie, it was amazing. I didn't even have nightmares. It was like 2 hours. You can find it on Hulu. It's so amazing. I don't know why, but it's just really cool. I mean, I watched, my first horror movie had to be a Netflix movie called In the Tall Grass.
Ruby, please, carrot? Sorry, I meant to give you a carrot. How do I throw a carrot?
But
Come on, there's got to be a way to throw a carrot.
that was my first movie, and, like, even though I had, like, some gore in it, it was really good.
There you go.
I mean, they don't let me watch that stuff, kind of, just because we technically we're Christians. My family is Christian. I'm not. I don't really apply to any religion. Just because, I don't really care to. Because I don't really pray at night. Even though my dad says I should read the Bible. And I'm like, bro, I'm not going to read the Bible. My attention span is a squirrel. I have the attention span of a squirrel. How am I going to stay reading that the whole time? He actually gave me a book called You Are Not Alone. It's a religious book, if you don't know. Annabelle. I've never watched Annabelle. I've seen trailers on it, and it looks pretty cool. Except the fact that I have dolls in my closet that are in a box. I don't like it. Creeps me out. And my closet doesn't have a door, it's right there. I would show it to you. I would. But I just don't have the time. And, like, the, like, effort to do that. I'm too tired today. Like, sometimes I just want to stay in bed, but they never let me.
Why isn't this a dead body right there?
They never will let me stay in bed. But I get out of bed, and, like, every time I get out of bed, they're like, get out of your room. And I'm like, I'm out of my room.
So far, not too horrible.
Like, the only time I ever get out of my room is when I need something. I need to eat, sleep, or go to the bathroom. My dad makes me go somewhere, or my brother chases me around, or I say, I want to see him. So, like, 5 things. 5 reasons. Plus, I have a really big family. My family's really big. I have a lot of aunts. A lot of them. A lot of.
Man, this place
Lot.
was still war torn. And I
Not that
guess
much
that's the
uncles,
point,
though.
right? Surrendered Dorothy. I mean,
Not a lot of uncles. I have a couple uncles.
I don't know.
Uh,
Well, I'm up here now.
then I have my mom's family side.
Oh, can I get down here?
So technically I have two grandmas.
All right. Is this where I'm supposed to go, or is this not where I'm supposed to go? I have no idea, but I don't care.
I have a lot of family. Cause my uncle lives in
Yes, I will.
Arizona,
Yes, I absolutely will.
and he has two kids.
That's weird.
And he lives with my aunt. Well, my other aunt, one of my other aunts. Cause I live with my aunt,
Oh,
his sister,
oh. Ah, take that. Okay, Tea Party. God damn it, I need to
and my aunt is right behind me.
You come
Technically,
in your
she's right
finery,
behind me.
remember your
And her
manners.
phone is like right there, but it's blocked. So, haha.
Current.
I actually used to spend here the night before I even like had like a bed. I used to get like really bad nightmares.
Okay, nice how
Like that plug over there,
golden cat statue.
like is the marking of how big my room was. Cause like my room is like wasn't this big before. It's like my room's pretty small,
I think you've got more
but it's
problems
also so
than just what
big
you see
because
from
kind
your
of
face
like
and
well
your
my
parents.
bed takes up pretty much
Talks
half
of
the
how you
room,
are.
but not really. Cause my grandma complains that I don't have enough room,
Like,
but I
don't know the
do.
true scope of this game, so I'm not 100% sure.
And she wants to get me a new bed.
I'm gonna learn.
But I like this bed because it like fits everything I need on my bed, and my laptop's my TV right now because I don't have my TV in here on my TV stand or my desk. And I'm really mad about that.
Make an ointment for my wounds. Oh. Puffs and puffs. Well, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay. Why? What happened? I mean, it's obviously this place was bombed and this.
I also don't have school on Friday, which is a good thing.
Oh. Don't know why that required an orchestral
Have I ever
string.
told you the story of how I almost died?
Yeah, I've done
one
this
time?
already. I shouldn't be too sorry.
I've actually came close to
Courage,
death,
your cheerfulness, your
a lot
resolution
of
will bring us
times.
victory.
but there was
Seems
one
like we
time that
lost
I came
already a long
really
time
close to
ago.
dying. Like,
think
I mean,
there's any victory left.
really close. Really close. So like,
Alright.
my aunt works for this company that travels places and she takes out stores. And she takes me with her sometimes. And then, I stay in the car most of the time while she checks out the store. And
Come on, I want to get up there. There's
then,
something.
like,
Maybe it's just the drawings on the wall.
I just
Alright, I'm
sit there
gonna
until
head
she comes
towards
back.
the interior of town, and then I'm gonna jet back once I-
And like this one time, she took me to Hermitage or something, somewhere. I won't really tell
Oh, no,
what
these
city
are
I
the
live in pretty
diseased
much,
people.
but I was just saying Hermitage just because that's where it is. But I live in that, and
Okay.
she took me there with her,
I'm in Eden, I am.
and
Let us in or let us out, okay?
I sat in the
alright,
car,
well,
and like the
maybe
thing is, I don't know how to
this is-
operate cars properly, so like I don't know how to turn air conditioning on, even though I'm 14 years old. So like
Out there?
it was like hot, like the heat was all the way up pretty much, and I like tried turning the heat down, but it didn't work, and like my last resort was like last resort was to open the windows
I'm already in.
and stick my head out.
From the parade. I'll tell you how to survive your next 5 minutes, and in return you'll give me your socks.
That's outrageous.
Your funeral.
Fair enough. Good socks.
Because that suit you're wearing reminds them of all the jolly, proper, decent weddings.
And like I almost died. I actually almost died because like I was just so hot, and like I literally was gonna pass out.
Rip that to shreds.
Not gonna lie, because I was sitting out there for like maybe 2 or 3 hours, and I almost like kind of passed out until my aunt came out.
People get a bad
I And then she finally, like, turned the heat on, and then we went and we got food, and then I came home.
So they get chased out of the village.
Because, like, if you want to go with my aunt, you have to get up, like, at 5 or 6 in the morning.
Then they really won't give a damn what you do, so long as you don't take things that don't belong to you. Or go up and punch someone in the nose. Now you can survive 5 minutes. Cheerio!
Okay, thank you. But what if I don't want to? I have standards to maintain about my own appearance. You know
So,
what I
yay.
mean?
I almost died.
But maybe you're just a jerk, huh?
But it was the closest time I ever came close to, like, dying. I'm good. I just woke up a couple hours ago. Very good.
I lied to you today at 4:15. That's not good, Percy.
Hello, peoples.
I was a good lie today.
I don't know. I say that like a lot of times. Like when I was younger, I used to say like peoples a lot. I used to say like, you woke up 20 minutes ago. I woke up like 2 or 3 hours ago. Sure. I don't really care. Sure. I don't really have that many friends to talk about FNAF, just because, like, because I live in an area. My school is in a very small town of like a couple hundred people, or like 1,000 people or something like that. And I live in like a really small town by this town that I go to school to, because in my town there's no school for us, so we have to go to another town to go to school. It's very confusing because I live like 10 minutes away from here. And like when I get up for school, I have to get up at like 6:30 in the morning, just because. Like, even some people have to get up at, like, 5.
I don't. Okay, fine. I'll tear up my suit. You know, no, I have standards.
Or if I have to get up really early in the mornings, I have to, like, get up at 6.
Rocks. I got my rocks. Bust out my rocks.
Which is always fun.
See my rock? Hey, lady, watch it. Rock. See that? Well, lasts forever. Does it?
Sometimes you just have to eat lots of things. That's life, innit?
But my dad always complains, like, when I'm home
Okay,
alone.
thank you. All right, sure.
He never leaves me. He doesn't leave me home alone. Even though I'm almost 15 years old. He actually wants me to start working for him, which I don't want to.
You don't cuss out here. We better bandage it up. You get an infection. Just this much.
Okay. Worse. I think. Finger
Well,
guns.
that's not really good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, that's not fun. If you can help it, shove them away, not as fast as you can.
How do I shove? At least we have our memories. Right.
Sometimes I hear horsemen at night. It's the fall.
Talking to you is super fun.
There's something valuable in this house.
Well, why would I steal it?
In Arkansas. Well, I'll tell you this. I don't live in Arkansas.
Why would I steal it? I don't want to steal it.
Or
I can make
Arkansas
without
or whatever.
stealing it. Listen here. The toilet. This is where the pooping room.
Let's just say I live in the east place. In the east.
In 1964, people read books to learn how to
Eastern Hemisphere. Let's just say I live there.
Okay, whatever you say. You are just a delight to talk to. All right, what is this? Where is this book? Where book? Book? Where book? 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 All book? Did I get a book? I thought I...
But like, I don't have that many friends who like talk about FNAF or anything.
Where's my book? Where's my book?
Because I just live in a rural town. Like, not many people do. Like, my sister and brother know about it, just because of me.
Where's the book?
It's like, I talk a lot about things with them. And like, my sister obviously knows. And like, not gonna lie, my sister's a simp. She's a simp, literally. She's a simp. I swear to gosh, she simps for almost, not really, but like almost every single character.
Where'd the book? Where'd the book go? Where did the book? Where's my book?
And being
I just
AJ.
picked up a book. You told me to read the
Pretty much.
book. I wanted to read the book.
Yeah, she's a really big simp. But for the person that she...
Forever. Until I starve to death.
Yeah, something like that. Where the book went, but
I heard someone
I know, I
walking
don't want to
around.
receipt, though.
I don't
want
like
It's a
it.
nice suit. My uncle gave it to me, alright? You know that this is gonna change things. Whack. Alright, there we go.
When someone walks in my room, it's either my aunt or sister. I can tell their footsteps. I know what they sound like. My sister's kind of like aggressive footsteps a little bit.
Be aware that some actions cause instant aggression.
My dad's just very booming loud.
It's just me.
I know it for a fact.
Oh,
I'm trying to make my help sit up right so I can sit up. And I hate my cord because it's so long, but I like it because it's so long. But I heard someone, so that's amazing. Look, I sit here all day. I edit videos here. I do everything here. It's amazing. I like it. I sit in my comfort blanket and I have my chicken here. And I got my gum. And I got my pop. And that's all I've been in. And like I got my Markiplier playing. So that's good. It's what I do all day. No, my schedule is like this all day. Unless like my dad makes me do something. But like school schedule wise, it'd be different. It'd be different. In school, gum is pretty much money. It's pretty much the drug of like school. Because everybody wants gum. I don't know why, but I've always chewed either on my left side or my right side since I was a kid. It's just the thing that I do. I never chew like in the middle part of my mouth. It's probably just because of a habit I did when I was younger or something. Like, whenever I have to chew something hard, I always choose my left side of my mouth. Because that's where I have the most strongest teeth. Except I don't have strong teeth at all. Because I have a cavity in my mouth. And, like, it's like right here or something. And it's the same tooth that's been in there for like 2 years now. And it's like a little like wiggly. It's been in there for 2 years. You're not gonna lie, my bedroom looks like a 13-year-old's bedroom. And my sister's looks like a 10-year-old's bedroom. Who lives on Joe Lane? Yes, I do know nothing. I do know that. Yes, I know the Muffin Man. Who doesn't know the Muffin Man? Not gonna lie, I've never watched all those shows that people usually watch because I usually grew up with like Dora and Elmo and like Barbie and Disney Princess when I was younger. I watched pretty much every single different Disney Princess movie, every single Dora movie thing or DVD, every single pretty much Elmo DVD, every pretty much Scooby-Doo DVDs or movies. So, like, that's what I mostly watched. And PBS Kids too. But I never really watched, like, iCarly or anything like that, or Sam and Cat, or Sweet Life. Sweet Life and what? Sweet Life with Zach and Cody, I think it's called. I never watched that. I never watched that. Because I don't know. That's just how I grew up. I grew up like how my grandparents grew up. Because my grandparents like raised me pretty much my whole life. My dad raised me though too at the same time. And kind of my mom. My mom did a little bit. But mostly my grandparents. Someone and I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like my house. It's 150 years old. So you can hear like the tiniest creaks. I could probably shake this house with like me jumping up once in like the kitchen. Actually, my bathtub might sink in to like my basement. My basement is terrifying. Cause like the stairway is so narrow and like we have like 2 freezers down there. And like there's like it's 3 and actually 2 entrances down there and that's terrifying. At this point, I'm just talking about random things. But like this is my first morning stream, so what I talk about. Cause like I've already got ideas for the next episode in my head a little, but not really at the same time because like the 2 episodes that I've recently uploaded are like 2 minutes long. Cause sometimes it depends on how much motivation and how much ideas I have. Oh, here we go. I'm preparing for the hanging scene. Here's a hanging scene. I'm preparing myself, even though I've seen it multiple times. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I know it's coming up. Here we go. Oh. Oh, trust me, my dad wanted me to go to church today. Oh, that's sickeningly sweet that they both hung themselves at the same time. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream anyways, because like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I guess I might stream that? I'm not sure. But like, I guess if you're watching the future, watch any. I don't know what to say actually. You can skip my random nonsense. I don't care really. So I guess I'll see everyone like some other day. I guess. Goodbye.